So you judge me. You judge me. Now, you're judging me because I'm a celebrity. No problem. No problem. No problem. Every celebrity gets judged. Every celebrity. There's jealousy for money. If you were a poor celebrity, celebrities that are in prison don't get judged. Whenever do we talk about? Are we still talking about Diddy? No. Are we still talking about Kanye West? No. If he goes to prison, are we talking about him? No. Are we talking about Jeffrey Epstein? No. We're talking about the other people involved. Are we talking about Bernie Madoff? No. Are we talking about Harvey Weinstein? No. Once a celebrity goes to jail, he's got no more money. He's got no more money. So the only reason we judge celebrities is because of their money. Because regular folk don't have money. And why do these people are rich? So we judge a celebrity based on their money, okay? I am one of those people. Now, sometimes success and hard work leads to money. You see these in athletes who were homeless, in immigrants from war-torn countries, in refugees, in broken homes, where people rise up with no family, with deaths in the family, deaths of mothers, fathers, cancer, wars, murder, violent crime, victims of households like these, where they grow up and they become wildly successful and get a lot of money. And if you dig into their story, you find out that's the truth about them. So you have those people, and then you have the Kim Kardashians, Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande, who fucking got a contract with Disney before they were shit out of the fucking womb, and lived their, and Justin Bieber, and lived their life as a fucking worldwide sensation their entire lives, and that's all they know. Then you got those people. So that's where some of that discrepancy comes into consideration when judging celebrities. All right. Now, I just made a document. First of all, what is the title of the document? The title of the document is called Core Values. Core Values. Now, I advocate with my work and my videos, my creations. I made them all when I got famous. Now, what does that mean when I got famous? When I got famous is when I developed the skill and the talent. So when I became a master is when I became famous. Okay, that's what I mean. When I say I became famous, I mean when I developed mastery. And what I try to do is with my mastery, my videos, my engineering, my math, my science, my documents, all right? All my life, the structure of my life and everything that I know, I put it out there. Now, obviously, I deserve to be compensated for work I do, okay? But primarily, I want everybody to have access to it. Why? Because it is fucking crucial for the world to have this resource. To teach, inspire, and show as an example that you can start a business. You can become educated. You can learn AI as a tool. You can learn about the natural world. You can learn about physics, science, mathematics from an expert in that field in a color-coded, organized, concise, summarized files and folders. Whether it's my documents, whether it's my YouTube, whether it's my music, my gaming, my videos, my songs, my chess, anything I've done, okay? I try to document it, and it's not just one or two, it's thousands. My social media, thousands, tens of thousands. So instead of me trying to be rich for this tens of thousands of work I've done, because I did it with mastery, I want to show the entire world, Africans, Native Australians, Indonesians, Philippines, South Americans, Eastern Europeans, Mongolians. I want everybody to get internet access and at their own pace and own free choice to have access to my work. Okay? One option is to have a donation-based system like Wikipedia. Basically like Wikipedia. Donate, free version with ads, subscription to the premium, price plans. You can select your level that you want. There's many ways to make it accessible to everyone. So it's not just a fucking greedy piece of work. So already, how does that set me apart from other celebrities? Mind you, remember, I started this speech with talking about this document in front of me that's called Core Values, which I made when I became famous. And in this Core Values document is things like valuing the first sentence in bold is quality of character, habits, and commitments as a person. I'm not reading it, that's just in bold. Okay? So relationships, designate personal. I'm reading this off the document. I'm not saying this for clout or to brag or anything. I'm literally reading something that I wrote years ago, okay? I'm just reading it. I don't know what I'm gonna run into. Need a strong character to handle it, but it is only the icing, not the main course, which builds your foundation. This is from the document. Be results oriented as your goal always. There are many different payout structures, but money follows success. The greater the results and success, the greater the money from the job itself and then future open doors. Save budget for opportunities. All right? So that's this document called Core Values. When I became famous. So what does that say about me as a celebrity already? Am I fucking chasing a big payout? Am I chasing a big payday? Or am I more focused on quality of character from core values and making accessible help and benefit to society? Now already people can say, well, we see that. We see you want to be accessible and get fairly compensated and get and you value your person. Okay, many celebrities do. What about the content? In that work. What about the content in that work? So here's what I'm gonna say about that. The content is an unfiltered self. So here's where the shit comes in. People get upset about my filter. So I'm a loose cannon. And people become jealous of that freedom. That's the other scrutiny we have of celebrities. Why did Tiger Woods get arrested for DUI and crashing his car 50 fucking times? But if you get caught with a milligram of marijuana in your system, you will go to prison for life. You will lose your license, you will lose your family, you will lose your home, you will get kicked out of the country, you will lose your citizenship if you get caught with a milligram of marijuana. But Tiger Woods, Miley Cyrus, Harvey Epstein, Jeffrey Weinstein, Donald Trump, they can fucking smoke cocaine while having sex with children all year long. Not only will they have no consequences, they will retain their position of employment. They will retain their powerful position in society and continue to get more and more rich while doing cocaine and having underage sex with children. So that's where this other scrutiny of celebrities comes in. One is the money. So once they go to jail, they have no more money. We fuck off about them. and the other is the privilege, how they're privileged in society. That's the reality. That's the reality. So where do I fit in? Where do I fit in? We can look at the content of my work. The content of my work. Is my work privileged? First of all, what is the consequence of a penalty based on my work? Based on my work. What would be the consequence of a penalty? A fine? Did I drive impaired? Did I drive recklessly? Did I do drugs? Did I possess drugs? Did I possess firearms? Did I sexually harass or sexually assault? Did I endanger minors? What laws did I break? What laws did I break where the consequences are being subdued by my privilege? Being subdued by my privilege. Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. I'm curious as well. I'm curious as well. Get a lawyer and let's find out how privileged I am. How privileged I am based on the consequences that I am avoiding. Now, beyond that comes in specific parts of my work. Even if I didn't have an explanation for that, and it was my own flaws, we can move on to the next part. But I even have an explanation for that. And the explanation is I'm frustrated. Socially frustrated. Nobody's answering my texts. My social media is blocked. I have no engagement with the outside world. No friends, no family, no one texting me. No one talking to me in real life. I go to the store. I go to the coffee store. I go out in public. No one looks at me. No one talks to me. I say hello. I say, how are you doing? I tip like a motherfucker. I tip the Uber Eats driver, the delivery person. I tip the cashiers. I tip the waitresses. I tip. I'm the most prevalent tipper there is. And I don't even have money. I live on disability check. I tip like crazy. So I have no contact with the outside world. My social media accounts are hacked. And the big caveat is my money is blocked. I'm making video, song, document for companies, for film studios, artwork, and I'm sharing it. I'm uploading it for free. I'm editing it. I'm perfecting it. I am producing content and work from Goodwill. To top it off, it's professional quality. So I see accounts that are not professional quality and they get some compensation. $100, $1,000, $100,000. People that are less professional than I am are making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm outworking them, out quality for years, and I'm not seeing any money. And my accounts are all blocked and hacked. So, no social media, no real life engagement. I'm isolated. I have a mental diagnosis and no money. For 6 years, okay? Since 2020. I graduated in 2020. 6 years. So is that not a reason for my frustration? Oh, no sex as well. So that's a personal fucking thing that bothers me. I haven't had sex since 2014. Since 2014, I've had sex once. And I haven't had sex since 2014, and I'm in my 30s. So, all these conditions surrounding my frustration is it will be addressed in the courthouse. In a courthouse, everything I said will be fucking evidence on my defense for a criminal case. For a criminal case. So the first part of the criminal case is to check my privilege. What laws did I in fact break? And where is my privilege evading those laws? And in my defense, I'm going to present all this evidence. My frustration and what I call the CIA blocking my accounts. Okay? So the CIA is frustrating me, which causes me to act and react the way I do. And then the way I react and act out, how extreme is it? How extreme is it? And that will be the court case. That will be the court case. So now you can judge my money and whatever. Remember, I made the core values document. And my privilege. Okay? You can judge my privilege, my money, and my core values. One more thing I'm going to say about core values. The last thing we can top off. What kind of celebrity are you? Okay. So you got your Michael Jackson. You got your Taylor Swift. You got your Justin Bieber. You got your Bruno Mars. You got your LeBron James. You got your Lady Gaga. You got your Kim Kardashian. You got your Kylie Jenner. You got your Will Smith. You got your Brad Pitt, Ryan Gosling. What kind am I? What kind of celebrity am I? So, you got your Megan Thee Stallion. You got your Nicki Minaj. You got your... Okay, let's use an example. In 2021, there was an F1 race in... was it in USA or... Might have been in USA. The Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Grand Prix. Okay, so that's where American celebrities come out. And I got to see a lot of Americans. I got to see The Rock. I got to see all the American celebrities. I don't remember, but I remember Megan Thee Stallion. So you have the athletes, the drivers, and the teams, and the fans supporting an F1 race. And up comes Megan Thee Stallion. And we're not following Megan Thee Stallion. We're following the presentation. The presentation where it's following the broadcast team. So the reporter for Sky Sports, who goes around the paddock and talks to the celebrities, talks to the drivers, talks to the engineers, and pre-game, post-game interviews. So us fans can watch the presentation and then watch the race. And up comes Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. The first thing, you saw Megan Thee Stallion walking down the middle of all the cars. You got Max Verstappen, you got Lewis Hamilton, you got Antonelli, you got Lando Norris, you got Charles Leclerc, you got all the drivers at their cars, and Megan Thee Stallion walking down the middle. And the fucking reporter is bewildered. He goes, "Holy hell! Isn't this the biggest bloke I've ever seen?" And I've never seen a bigger person. She had like 7 security guards, and one of those security guards was a giant. Was not of this human race. Like bigger than fucking bigger than Vin Diesel, bigger than Jason Momoa, bigger than just a massive dude. And then the Sky Sports reporter goes, "Holy hell, that's the biggest bloke I've ever seen." And he goes to ask Megan Thee Stallion a question. And he puts the microphone as she's walking by to her and goes, Megan, what do you think of the race? And two fucking white weasels push the guy, smack his microphone, and go, you can't do that, sir. And he goes, actually, I can. This is F1 territory. We're here with the rights to interview people on the paddock. And if you're a fucking normal human being, you would be fucking social and civil. And her army of black thugs and fucking white weasels smacked the reporter, knocked his mic. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they fucking shoved him aside. And they said, you can't do that. And he continued walking, parading. Megan Thee Stallion. Now, I was not there to watch Megan Thee Stallion. I could not give a fuck rat's ass if Megan Thee Stallion showed up or not. I was there to see Lewis Hamilton, to see Charles Leclerc, to see Lando Norris, to see Mercedes, to see Ferrari, to see McLaren, to see the fucking Formula One race. That's why I pay for the app. But I will always remember Megan Thee Stallion's black thug and whether he could beat me to a fucking pulp on the street. So, those are your celebrities. Now, why do I also get pissed off? Because Megan Thee Stallion is a queen. She's the queen of the demigods in the USA. If you say something bad about Megan Thee Stallion, the ghetto and the black society will come to your house and will burn your car. They will burn your car if you say something bad about Megan Thee Stallion. And that's what I see about Megan Thee Stallion. And the hate that I get for the type of celebrity I am compared to Megan Thee Stallion. I go outside, no security, no weapons, no knives, no guns, no bulletproof vest. I go out, no car even, no fucking car. I go out and I walk to the corner store. I wait in line patiently. I hold the door for others. Okay? I tip the order. I say please and thank you. For my whole life, for years, not just once, twice, three, millions of times. When I'm going downtown, the fucking celebrities on Toronto News call in. We're taking the limo. And they take the Cadillac limo. They take the tour bus. They take the Lamborghini, the Porsche, the Bentley, the BMW. Downtown. What does that mean? They'll be stuck in traffic, going 1 centimeter, a fucking hour, until they get to downtown. Me, when I had important meetings with the office, when I had an exam, when I had a laboratory assignment, whenever I had something important, business to attend downtown, first thing I do, make sure I have my Metro card. Make sure I have my motherfucking bus pass. So I can get to downtown in my suit, in my expensive clothing, with my documents, as an important person. I can get to downtown reliably, effectively, efficiently, with the subway system. Not a BMW, not a Porsche, not a Lamborghini, not a Cadillac Lincoln limousine, not a tour bus that takes up 4 lanes. I don't want to be stuck going 1 millimeter an hour and be late to downtown. So each time, not just once, not just twice, millions millions of times, I will go onto the subway proudly, knowing I am taking the most effective form of transportation to the important call, to the important meeting, to the important appointment. Okay? So that does it. There you have it. You have my money. You judge me as a celebrity. Oh, my money. I don't have any money, first of all. If I did, I'm giving it to charity. I got budgeting. I got finances. I got stock history. I am a master of money. I've read 20 dozens of financial books throughout my university and my career and my life. I've managed portfolios. I've done investing. I've done budgeting and expenses. I live off a disability check. For the past 10 years, 15 years, I live off disability money. I don't have a job. I'm not getting paid for anything I do. I live off disability money. I manage my expenses. So, I am more versed in financials than the head of the U.S. Treasury. Far more than the fucking U.S. head of Secretary of Treasury, okay? I am more versed than the World Bank. I am the most, other than some other individual investors in the USA and Japan and China, I am very versed in finances. And I will use those skills to extract as much wealth. It's written in my LinkedIn. It's written in my fucking LinkedIn that I wrote years ago. I will use my financial acuity to generate as much wealth for society. For my staff, for charity, and for economic growth of society. Funding venture capital, funding engineers, funding startup companies, funding education projects, funding sports and youth engagement facilities, funding healthcare, funding everywhere I can fund. That's my plan. Not to buy a yacht. In fact, I'm still unsure if I'm going to live in this two-story home. Because for like the past 6 years, I thought I would be a musician and an actor, and I would just drive my Mercedes from this house to set and come back and live in this house for the memories. So, by the way, did you hear that I said Mercedes? I said Mercedes. I didn't say Lamborghini. I didn't say Ferrari. I didn't say Bugatti. I said Mercedes. Which I designed. Which I fucking designed. So, my money, I just told you. My privilege, we covered. What exactly crime deserves punishment, and my defense for that crime. And the type of celebrity I am. Going to the corner store by foot, saying please and thank you, holding the door for others, always tipping. Okay? So yeah, the type of celebrity. We have my money policy, and we have my privilege. And the last thing I'm gonna say is when you have this cognitive, if you know CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, there's things called mental distortions, mental disassociation. And what that is flawed thinking. Flawed thinking. Now, it is used to help our own thinking, to prevent negative thoughts, But if you have a negative thought about me, a cognitive dissociation would be exaggerating. So, taking one example, something that I did, something that's recorded, that's evidence, taking one example and not seeing the bigger picture. So, I've got tens of thousands of public proof. And when you take a few bad examples, that's not the big picture. The big picture is taking all the examples. And what are the most examples? What are the most examples? I think it's positive. I think I got education. I got art. I got inspiration. I got free content. So when you look at all the big picture, which is looking at everything and then making your judgment, that should combat any cognitive disassociations of exaggerating, minimalizing, overgeneralizing, stereotyping, false claims, out of context, okay? When you look at the big picture, to avoid cognitive disassociations. So, share this video. This video will inform you about what I think I should be judged as a famous person. Now, you shouldn't be judged at all. I don't think I should be judged. But I understand that every famous person gets judged because of their wealth, their privilege, and their content of character. Those three things. And I covered those three things. My content of character, my privilege, and my wealth. I just covered those three in detail in this video. So, that is my defense. When people judge me, they can just replay this video and learn about my reaction and my opinion to those judgments. Am I wrong? Please let me know in the comments. I'll read it and respond and reply to what your opinion is on this video. What your opinion is. Alright? So, stay classy and keep it real.